So today we're going to start with inheritance over here. So we have already seen the basics of it. So today we are going to continue with that. So I'm going to show you some programs. So we will execute that. Already we have seen what is inheritance and all those topics. Today we will execute some of the programs in that. In inheritance, there are two ways. One is multi-level inheritance, another one is multiple inheritance. Okay, so multi-level inheritance is supported by Java. Multiple inheritance is not supported by Java using classes. Okay, so this is A, B, and C. Okay, so there are three classes: A, B, and then C. These are the three classes. So this concept is actually what? Multi-level inheritance. The same thing actually, but if we have A and B here, this is C. This is multiple inheritance. A and B. This is C. Okay, this is multiple inheritance over there. Okay, so multi-level inheritance is supported using Java. Multiple inheritance is not supported in Java using classes. Got it? So now let me go get the program. Okay. So now we'll go. So here we have a class called G. Then we have a class called H. Just a minute, instructor. Yeah. This H. G. Here we have public integer I equal to 20. Okay. So here we have two variables. One is a non-static variable, another one is a static variable. Then after that, one static method, another one non-static method. Okay. Then class H extends G. So extends always we need to give it actually what? This arrow mark. Okay. Then H it we have integer I equal to 45. Then we have integer k. Okay, one non-static variable and then one static variable. Then after that, actually what? One more non-static variable here. then one non-static method, and then one static method. Then public class inherit 3. So then we have one main function here. So now we are going to execute. So let me copy paste these programs here. Okay. So first it's going to print k is equal to g dot k. So it prints k equal to g dot k. So what is the g dot k? Go to the g class and then the k value is what? 40. So it's a static member. That's why we can refer them with help of my class name. Then g dot sample 1 to 3. Go to the g class. We have sample 1 to 3 static method. Yes, goes here, prints me sample 1 to 3 method of g. Okay, then I'm creating an object g obj1 equal to new g. Okay, so it goes to the, it creates an object for the g class. Reference also actually what? G class. Okay, so I'm going to create an object. So obj1 is the object name. So it loads all the global members from the G class. It can be static or it can be non-static. Everything gets loaded here. Okay. Then after that, I is equal to obj1 dot I. Goes to the obj1. What is the I value right now? That is 20. Then obj1 dot sample goes to the obj1 sample method. So what is the sample method here? Goes here and then it prints sample method of G. Okay. Then after that, I'm printing the dashes. Okay. So any questions so far? This is a basic thing that you have already seen. Any questions?
No.
Clear, right, for everyone? Shailaja, you also clear, right?
Yeah.
Good. So next. The next, I'm creating an object for the H class. So one more thing, we forgot to do this. We are doing an extend over here. So when we do extend over there, what will happen? So when H class is extending G class, what will happen? It will get all the properties from the parent class, correct? So it gets all the properties from the parent class. So it has got public int I equal to 20, int k 40, all those things. Now, if the child also has the same information, if the child also has the same property, what will happen? It will override. Public integer I equal to 20, here we have 45. Yes, it's overridden here. Got it? It's overridden. Sorry, this is overridden. The parent class property gets overridden.
Yeah.
Public stat int k equal to 70, here 40. This is also overridden. Sample 1 to 3 do we have? Yes, that is also overridden. Then sample method do we have? No. So that alone, it stays here. Got it? That's what finally we have. Then after now I'm creating an object for the H class. It loads all the members from the H class. Then 1 to 3. So this is obj2. Okay. So then after that, obj2 dot sample one goes to the obj2. Do we have sample one method? I'll just push it over here. Okay, obj2 dot sample one goes to the obj2 sample one method. Yes, we have sample one method here. So which is it's coming from the edge class. Go to this. It prints sample method of h. Then we have h.k. Go to the h class. Do we have a k variable? Yes, it is 70. Then after that, actually what? obj2 dot sample goes to obj2. Do we have sample method? Yes. From where it's coming? It's coming from actually what? The parent class. So the sample method of g. Then after that, obj2 dot sample 1 to 3. obj2 sample 1 to 3 method. Do we have? Yes, we have here. Okay, so that is coming from where? From the h class. So here it prints sample 1 to 3 of h. Sample 1 to 3 of h here. Then I'm going to print ijk. So let me just take this. obj2 dot I goes to obj2. I value is what? 45. Then after that, obj2 dot j goes to obj2. J is there. Yes, it's 30. Then after that, obj2 dot k goes to obj2. K value is what? 70. Then finally it prints the dashes. Clear? Clear for everyone? So still now we are seeing the basics only. Okay. So hope so everyone is clear, right? No confusion, right?
Yeah.
Good. So now let me go for the rest. The next program I might need your help to help execute it. So this time I'm executing. Next time you guys will be executing. Okay, so now G creating an object for the H class, then the reference is G class. Okay, this is a new one. Still now we are creating an object for a class, and then the reference also will be the same class only. Now, sorry, we are creating an object for the child class, reference is parent class. Got it? See now, I am creating an object for the child class. That is what? H class. The reference is parent. So now what does that thing means? So the name of the object is obj3. So only the members of the parent class alone can be participated. That means what? Only I, K, sample 1 to 3 sample. Only these four members can be participated. Child class members cannot be participated. In that, the only one thing, non-static method alone can be overridden. If the child has the same property, only that can be overridden. Other things will get as it is. So for example, I and k both are variables, so we get as it is. Nothing can be overridden there. As it is, what is there under the parent class, we can. Then sample 1 to 3, that's a static method. Static method also, it comes as it is, whatever it is there under the parent class. Then next actually what? Public void sample. So this is a non-static method. This non-static method, now it can be overridden. Now it goes to the child class H. Do we have the sample method here? No. So this also comes as it is. In case the child has the void sample method, that alone will be overridden. Other things actually what will remain as it is. Okay, then next. Okay, so we have got this one. Now obj3 dot sample goes to the obj3 sample. So sample method is coming from where? From the parent class. So it prints sample method of G. Then obj3 dot sample 1 to 3 goes to obj3. Sample 1 to 3 also comes from where? Parent class. Sample 1 to 3 method of G. Got it? Then after that H dot sample 1 to 3 goes to the H class. Do we have sample 1 to 3 method? Yes. That prints me actually what? Sample 1 to 3 method of H. Got it? Then next actually what? I and K I'm gonna print. Obj3 dot I. So goes to the obj3. What is the I value? That is 20. Then K. So what is the K value? Obj3 dot K, that is 40.
40.
Got it? Then finally actually what? H dot K goes to the H class. K value is what? 70. Understood? Any questions for anyone on this?
This sample 1, 2, 3, when you are calling, you are taking from both only.
So object level when I call, so that get takes from the G class.
Okay, sample 1 to 3 in G class is sample 1 to 3 method of G. And
Correct.
then the method of H has come.
H dot sample 1 to 3, referring through help of the class name. Goes to the H class. Sample 1 to 3 method do we have here? Yes, we have one sample 1 to 3 method here. Sample 1 to 3 method of H, it prints.
Okay, since it's reference, first it will take from parent, then the child also it will take next, right?
Because when I refer through help of the class name, always the search go to the class name, the static pool, then after that take the static member from there.
Okay, it's H dot sample. No, okay. I'm looking at OBG3. Okay,
Yeah. So for OBJ3, it takes from the parent.
Understood.
Got it right? Super. So now everyone clear about the inheritance? It's clear for everyone?
Yes.
Super. So now I want you guys to execute this program. The same type, my side actually what I did, the same way you guys have to execute it. Take a paper and pen, and then after that I want you guys to execute this program as I have executed it. Okay, I want you guys to execute this program. So the half of the program alone, I will just put it here. So this alone, I will just, as of now, I'll copy paste here so that you guys can see the entire program. Okay, so from here, the rest of the program will be here. You can take it from here. Got it? After executing this, execute this. Okay, the same type what I did, I want you guys to take a paper and pen and then do it. Okay, so 8:11 till 8:20, 10 minutes time is there. You guys can do this. Okay, make sure you do it, because then only it will be easy for you to understand. After you execute it, then when I execute, you will clearly come to know what is the mistakes you have done in case you have done anything. Okay, cool guys. 10 minutes time. Try this one. Thank you. Yes, you were able to do that.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Okay, cool. So now let us do here. So let me copy and put this one the same place. So we have a dad class and then we have a child class. A dad and then a child. So child extends dad. Child has one static variable and then one non-static method, then one more non-static method, then static void brush. So two non-static methods and then one static method. In child class, it has static void brush. Okay, so now if you see over there, the child class will get the properties of the dad class also. So it gets the properties of all these things. So I variable, do we have here both the places? Yes, we have. That will be overridden. Then house class, house method we have, yes, overridden.
Overridden.
Then brush we have, yes, it's overridden. Okay, we have all these things. Then after that, actually, what we start the program. The first one, what we printed. Shailaja, can you execute the first half?
Yeah, program starts.
Yes, it prints program starts.
And it will create a obj1 object.
Yes, creates an obj1 object. obj1, yes.
And it will take in child all properties.
So I'm creating an object for the
Yeah,
dad class.
yeah. So it will take static int I equal to
Yes. So that is all the members from the dad class.
dad class. Yeah.
Correct. Makes everything there. Yes. Then
Then it will call obj1 dot house.
goes to obj1. Do we have house method?
Yeah, we have house.
It comes from where?
It's come from dad class.
Yes. It prints me.
Yeah, house method of dad.
Correct. Yes. Then next.
Then obj1 dot brush it has it will call static white brush.
Yes.
Since
Prints
the
me.
dad class is having a white brush, so it will print the brush method of dad.
Yes.
And dad dot brush.
Yes.
So dad dot brush it will again.
Goes to the, that is referring with the help of the class name is goes to the static pool.
Yeah.
Do we have any static method called brush?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it will print again the brush method of dad.
Yes, correct. Superb. Then obj1 dot I.
Obj1 dot I is 20.
20. Good. Thank you. Thanks, Shailaja. Hi, Deb. Now can you execute me? What will happen now? child obj2 equal to new child.
Yeah, so you create another memory object2.
Yes, it creates a new memory obj2.
It contains integer I is equal to 50, void house, and static void brush.
Correct. So it has integer I equal to 50, void house, and then brush. Yes, then
Then void car.
void car. Yes, correct.
And now object2 dot house.
Yes,
So
I will just take these things here. Yes, obj2 dot house. So now what will happen? Goes to obj2.
object2 house.
Yes.
House, it is house method of child.
Correct. Goes to the child class. House method of child will be printed. Yes, then.
And then object2 dot brush. This is brush method of child.
Yes, comes from also child.
So child class.
Yes.
Then
Sorry,
again child.
come again. Sorry, just a minute. Yes.
Then child dot brush. So it will execute again. Brush method of child.
Correct.
Static
Because static method can be referred with help
method.
of
Class.
class name also.
Class.
Yes.
Then object2 dot car. So car method will be executed.
So if car method comes from where?
Dad class.
Yes, from
Okay,
the parent dad.
So car method of dad.
Yes, superb. Yes, then
System of the object2 dot I. So I is equal to 50.
correct.
50 will print.
50 comes from child.
Child class.
Yes, then
Wait,
the dashes. Yes.
dashes.
Very good. Hey, thanks, man. Just give me a minute. Sorry. So now next remaining things we will execute. And now I'm going to create a new object, which is obj3. So now I'm creating an object for the child class. Reference is parent. That means what are the members can be participated here? Shailaja, can you tell me what are the members can be participated?
And the parents member will participate here.
Yes, that means only the parent members. I, house, car,
House, car, and bride brush.
brush alone. So in that only one information alone can be override. What is that?
Non-static.
Correct. Only
Method.
the non-static method alone can be overridden by the child. Other things as it is what we have in the parent class, we get as it is. So that means this is a variable. Static int equal to 20. We get as it is what we have there. Then house is a non-static method. Car is a non-static method. So house method the child also has. Yes. So this will be overridden. That we will get from the child class. Got it?
Yeah.
This we got it from where? The child class. This alone comes from the child class. Yes. Then next, car. Car, do we have it over there in the child?
No. So it will take from dad, parent.
Parent only. Yes. Then static void brush is a static method. So static methods comes as it is.
It takes from parent.
The parent only. Yes. Super. So we got all these things. Good. Okay, so we got all these things. Then next, obj3 dot house goes to obj3. Do we have a house method? Yes. House
Yeah.
method comes from where?
House child.
From the child. It brings
Method
me
of child.
house
Yeah.
method of child.
Child.
Then after that, next obj3 dot brush.
That is, it goes to a parent class, brush method of dad.
Yes.
And then obj dot cars, car is in dad, a parent class, so it will take from car method of dad.
Yes, correct.
And obj3 dot child dot brush is, it will take from child class, brush method of child.
Correct. Because we are referring with the help of the child class name.
Child, yeah,
Goes
class
from
name, yeah.
Then
Then
obj
obj the I equal to I20.
20. That comes from the parent class only.
Parent class.
Okay, good. Very good, good Shailaja. Thank you. So everyone clear? The inheritance part. So creating an object for the same class and then the reference of the same class. Creating an object for the child class. Reference is actually what? Parent class. Okay, everyone understood the difference? Only the non-static method alone will be overridden whenever actually what we are referring to the parent. And only the participants will be the parent class members only. That's the thing. Okay. So now here one more topic. Now before that, everyone clear on that part? Can you just give me a yes if you understood that part? You guys are clear about this part? Execution? Good. So now next. So this is a parent. Okay. Okay. I will better create a new one so that it will be easy for you guys.
Once upon a time, deep in the forest, there was a honeycomb on a tree. It was for everybody. But today was the day when the babies would hatch. But this is a story of someone special.
So here I will have two classes, class A1, class A2. Class A2 extends A1. So now the class A1 has integer A is equal to 10. Okay. Then after that, my child class, okay, that also has integer A equal to 20. So now what happens? This is overriding, correct? The variable will be overridden by the child class. So the parent is actually what is a static. The child can be static. So the thing is, variables level is not a problem. The parent can be static or a child can be static. Okay. So there can be a difference over there for the variables level. The parent can be static or the child can be static like that. There will not be any problem. Anytime we can use it. However we want, we will be using it. But the same thing if it's a method. See, void m1. I have the same method here. So what's happening over here? That means the void m1 method is overridden. Correct? This is overridden. Now the thing is the parent is static. The child can be non-static? No. It throws me an error. That is method level. If the parent is static, child also should be static. If the parent is non-static, the child also should be non-static. There cannot be any difference here. That's the main thing. Got it, guys? Any questions for anyone on this?
No.
Clear? So this is what another thing that you guys need to know on inheritance. Good. Okay, so this is about inheritance. The next thing we will go for the our actually what abstract class. Okay, next we will go for the abstract class. So before that, we'll have a short break for 5 minutes. Then after that, we'll go for the abstract class. Good. Okay, guys. So we have not taken these topics, right? Just want to confirm over here. Oh, we have already taken these things.
All day.
Yes, Murli, for us it is done.
Okay, it's done. Oh shit. Interface we need to start.
Yeah.
Abstract class also completed, right?
Abstract class also last week, at the end you completed that abstract class.
Okay, okay. Interface we have to start. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Sure. So interface we will start after 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Yes. So we'll continue. So now we are going to start with interface. So what's an interface? So abstract class we saw. So right now I have some functionality which I have got it. Okay. So this functionality, what we need to do. So for example, for me, this is the thing. So right now I have a mobile where I have a front camera and then a back camera. Okay, so I have got the specifications for my front camera, but not for the back camera. But end of the day, when it needs to go to the production, it has to go with actually what all the functionalities which has been given for it. Then only actually what we can go for it. Got it? Then only we can go for it. So for that, what we need to do, so we need to actually what right now I don't have. So for that, what we will be doing means so simple. I will be actually what giving it actually what in a incomplete. Okay, right now I don't have any functionality details for it. So I will create a method, but I don't give the implementation details for it. So when I don't give the implementation details for it, what will happen right now? So that becomes as a abstract method. So like that, which are the places I don't have any implementation details, or there will be some places actually what a common method. So which actually what I will need to be giving the information later part. After later part actually what I need to give the details for it. So all those things actually what I will be making it as an abstract methods, and finally I will be giving a body for it. Okay, that's what we will be doing. So how to do that? That's what we will be seeing. So to make it in a clear way, so I will show you one example. That's the best way actually what I have. So right now, okay, I want to create a motor. Okay, the motor types actually what I'm running one company. So the motor types can be different. So how, if you see, so this is a base motor, okay, where we have get speed, set speed, and then stop. These are the three varieties over there. So these three will methods will be like a common for all the places. Okay, so I will make it as actually what get speed, set speed, stop. All those things actually what an interface. Okay, so then after that these three are common. Then another thing, battery motor, electric motor, solar motor, hydro motor. That is, the motors can be of actually what these different types over there. So these things actually what I will be doing it over here. So simple. Right now, the motor can be started by battery, electric, solar, and hydro. So all these things will be like a different functionality for all these different types of interfaces. So I'll create these different interfaces, and then I'll give actually what the methods over here. Then next actually what I will have a class, because interfaces level we will not be able to have a complete method inside it. Always in a class level only we can complete the interfaces. How we will see. Okay, so get speed, set speed, stop. These three methods actually what it comes from actually what the parent super parent interface of the parent class. Can you see the super most parent? That is what this base motor. From there we are getting it. Next is this is class is inherited to battery motor and then the solar motor. So start by battery, start by solar. These two methods I will get. I need to give a body over here. Then only this will work for me. Got it? So like this actually what we will be using it. Okay. So when I come here, I will just show you one method. So before that, we will show how an interface will be. So new interface. So for class, we will be giving class. Interface will be giving us interface. So here I will give the interface name interface. I'll just give my interface. Any
So
name?
it's like a keyword, right? How the keyword with the class comes.
Correct. Yes. So my interface is my name of the interface. Before that, it comes with actually what the keyword called interface here. So that actually what my Java knows this is an interface. Okay. In interface, I can have methods, but all are incomplete methods. See, void m1. Can I give a body for it? It throws an error. See, change m1 to default or make it as a static or remove method body. So I'm removing the method body. Okay, so interface level always actually what it can have only incomplete methods only. Okay, then so here if you see, can I have a variable? Yes, integer a is equal to 10. Static integer b is equal to 20. Okay, I have these two variables. Can I have a static method here? Void m2. Static methods can be actually what? Incomplete methods? No. Static methods are always actually what? A method which has a body. Incomplete methods are always actually what? Incomplete methods are always non-static only. So that means in interface level, I can have variables, I can have static methods. Okay, but I cannot have complete non-static method. Always non-static methods are incomplete there. M2 method of my interface. Okay. So now this interface I'm going to extend to one another interface. So I'll have interface I1. So here I will give extends my interface. So that means what will happen? Right now, this I1 interface will have the properties of I1, also the my interface. So as like classes, interfaces also can be extended. Then I have another interface, interface I2. Okay, here extends I1, comma my interface. See, it does not throw an error. That means what's happening here, I'm doing multiple inheritance. That is the I2 class will have the properties of I1 and also actually what the my interface. Multiple inheritance is possible in interface level. Okay, so I'll remove this. So this has simply some other property integer x is equal to 100, integer y is equal to 200. Then we have only one variable I'll have. Then void m3. Sorry, this is a non-static methods should be always abstract. So in abstract class level, we have to use a keyword called abstract mandatorily. But in interface level, it's not mandatory for incomplete methods to give a keyword called abstract. Because by default, always we know that actually what abstract, that is actually what in interface, all non-static methods are abstract methods only. So it is not mandatory for me to give that keyword as abstract here. That's the main thing. Got it? Any questions for anyone? Next. Yes. Any question?
Interface will also be default abstract.
That's all. If you don't give a keyword also, the interface level, it's not a problem because by default, always interface are abstract only. That is, we cannot have a complete body for a non-static method.
Okay.
That's the main thing. Okay, right? Then I have a class A1. So class A1. So here class A1 here is going to get, okay. So
And
I have
multiple inheritance is not possible for class, right? Only
multiple inheritance.
Yeah.
It's not possible for Java using classes, but
Okay. Yeah.
using interface it's possible.
Okay.
Got it? So now we have my interface and then I1. These two interface I have. Here I have removed that extents and all. Right now this is separate interface, this is separate interface. So now class A1 here extends I1 I'm giving. See what happens. It throws an error. That is, for me, class to an interface is always implements. Why? Because non-static methods, which are all abstract methods, which are there in the interface level, we have to give a body in the class level only. So that is, giving a body is like giving an implementation details. Okay, so that's what we always need to give it as implements. Then we have my interface also, comma my interface. Okay, it's throwing an error. Why? Because we have M1 and then M2, both sorry M3, both are abstract methods where we need to give a body for it. See, void M1, I'll give a body. See, void M1 and M3. So another again error, change visibility to public. That is a class when it's actually what giving a, when it's going to inherit the parent class member interface. So that when it's going to give a body for it, that should be public only. So now here I'll give, so A1 imply. So here I need to give a keyword called public extra. Public void M1, public void M3. Got it? So now I'll give a body here. Scissor M1 of A1. Just a minute, guys. So next here I will give.
Only can you explain why you added implements instead of
Yes.
and I didn't understand.
So a class to class is always extends. Okay, give me a minute. Sorry, guys. A class to class is always extends. Okay, a class to an interface is always implements. Why it's always implements means so simple. The thing is actually what right now for me implements is what right now that is giving a body for the method. Correct, giving the implementation details for the method. So those things actually what we have to give it as implements. Got it? The class to interface
Okay.
is always implements because we are giving the implementation details for the method there.
Okay.
Got it, right? Good. So next. So we have going to actually what give the body. So now we will access all the members. So this A is actually what I have mentioned as a non-static method, correct? So now let me get this one. I'll have a main function here. Then here I will give CISO A1 dot. Can you see I'm able to access A and then B. Both are actually what see one is a non-static method, but still it's showing it as a static variable. Sorry, A is a non-static variable. I have mentioned like that, but it's showing as a static variable because any variable that has been declared inside actually what an interface will be treated as actually what, okay, will be treated as actually what a static member only. So I can refer them with help of my class name. So A1 dot B. Then CISO, the static method is what? A1 dot X. Yeah, X also is there from the another interface, right? That also I'm taking. Then A1 dot. Then here you can see the A method, A is there, and then the B variable is there, X is there, and then my class main is there. But that M2 method is not coming. Can you see? The M2 method is not coming over to this place because I'm inheriting it. But still though, from the my interface, I have this method called M2, but that is not coming over here. Because if I want to access this static method, that can be accessed only with the help of my interface dot M2. Got it? Only the non-static methods, which is an abstract methods, only can be inherited in the child class. Okay, how that is now for this A1 class, now I'm trying to create an object. See now A1 obj1 is equal to new A1 obj1 dot. Now can you see I'm able to access M1, which is this M1 method. Then after that M3, which is actually what? Non-static methods. Okay, then M2 is here. No, the static method which is been given declared in the interface level can be accessed only with help of that interface name only. With the help of the inheritance level, we will not get them. So M1 obj1 dot M3. Those will not be part of my exist during my extents over there. Okay, the child cannot have the property of that my interface there. Got it? Any questions, guys, for anyone? Okay, what are the things we saw? I'll give a small recap now so that you will understand it. So there is an interface called my interface and then an interface called I1. And then we saw abstract keyword is not mandatory when we have actually what? A incomplete method in interface level. Because by default, all the non-static methods are abstract methods in interface. That only we saw. Clear? Then after that, so here we have a class called A1, which is implementing I1 and then my interface. These two. Okay, that is a class to an interface is always an implements keyword. Then we can do multiple inheritance with help of interface. Through classes, multiple inheritance is not possible, but with help of actually what? with the help of actually what the interface level, we can do multiple inheritance. That's what we saw. Clear? So now next. So here, whenever we are going to, in the class level, whenever we are going to give a body for the non-static method, we have to give a keyword called public. Okay, that is mandatory. When we give a body for that method, we have to give it as public here. Understood? Then next. Okay, so now we have one static method over there in the interface which has been declared, but those methods cannot be part of actually what the extends over there, implements over there. That is, the child class will not have that property. If you want to access the static method, we should be able to access them only with help of that interface name only. Got it? That's what still now we have seen. Clear, guys, for everyone? Any questions for anyone on this part? Anyone has any questions on this so far? Shailaja, Dev, everyone is clear?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so now, yeah. Yeah, Shailaja, any question?
Yeah, no, I told yes.
Oh, good, good. Okay, so we'll have a short break for a 5 minutes. Then after that, we will execute a program. Okay, and then we'll see how it works. Okay, we'll have a short break for a 5 minutes. Then after that, we will again connect. Hey guys, we'll continue the session. So now, okay, so now we'll start it. So I have here one abstract class. Okay, so sorry, one interface over here. Then we have one class. So we will see how this executes. Okay, so let me execute. So now we have one interface demo one. Demo one is the interface name. So it has these members. So what are the members? So two variables, either it can be static or non-static. It will be always treated as a static members only for the variables in the interface. Okay. Then after the two abstract methods. Okay. One is a test one, a default test one method. Another one is a test one method which accepts integer argument. And then another one more method, test2, which is a default method. So if you don't give a keyword called abstract, then also actually what it will be treated as a abstract method only. By default, interface are always abstract. Then we have a class called f. We have a class called f here.
Yeah, Murli.
Yes.
Yeah, test2 is a method, right?
Sorry, test2 is a method which accepts integer return type.
Okay, okay. Okay, integer. Got it.
Return type is integer, yes. Okay, so then class f. So class f implements demo one. So a class to class actually what? It's extends. A class to an interface is always implements. Okay, so now implements. So this should be. Okay, so extends always should be with dotted lines. Extends always should be with dotted lines. That's the one thing. Okay, so this is implements here. Then after that, class f, it has integer j is 50, public void test1, test2, public void test1. Then it's going to extend all these members. Then next, public class interface 1, then integer j equal to 30, then my main function is there. So here I have, first I'm going to give program stats. First is program stats. So I'll just copy. Okay, I'm creating an object for the F class. Reference also is F class only. It's obj1. So it gets all the members from here. One more thing we forgot to do is we forgot to do the other step here before that. So I variable is here, no. J variable is here, yes, it will be overridden. Then test1 method we have here, yes, it's overridden. Then test1 method of integer here is there, yes, it's overridden. Then test2 method is there, yes, it is overridden. So the thing is actually what right now information is when we have the methods over here, it is mandatory that actually what it has to be overridden in the class, otherwise the class should be abstract. So now all the non-static methods are been that is incomplete methods are been overridden. So that's why this class is a complete class. I can create an object for the F class. Okay, so first obj1.test1 goes to the obj1 test1 method we have, yes, it is there, which is coming from the F class. So test1 method, so it prints me test1 from class F. Then demo1.I goes to the demo1 I variable is there, yes, that is with help of the interface name I can refer the variable name. Demo1.j that is 40. Then F obj1 equal to new F. So I'm creating an object for the F class. Reference also is F class. So I'm creating an object for the F class here, that is obj1. So this is a different object. So creating object for the F class, the same concept. It gets all the members from here. And static int I equal to 20. Then after that, system.println j. So now it's going to print me j. So what will happen right now? I'm there enter the F class. So this test1 method is coming from this obj1. Okay. So j value is what? 40. It takes from this 40. So why actually what it goes to this object, not this one? Means so simple. Right now, this test1 method is being called from this object. Okay. So that's why whenever we refer by the variable name, it goes to this object j. Then obj1.j goes to obj1, j value is 40. Then next, demo1.j goes to the demo1, j value is what? 40.
I didn't understand how J value.
Just a second, my mistake. Sorry. This obj1, it has to take this object, right? Sorry, it's my mistake. I wrongly, instead of taking this F, I took this information and loaded into this object. My mistake over there. Just give me a minute, guys. I'll start from the beginning so that there won't be any confusion. We'll execute from the very beginning. It's my mistake. I confused it. Okay, I'm starting from the beginning. So first is program starts, which we have executed. Then I'm creating an object for the F class. Reference also is F class only. So object name is obj1. I created the object for the F class. So now the thing is integer I equal to 50. S1 of integer a, static integer I equal to 20. Okay, so then obj1 dot test1 goes to the obj1, test1 method is there. Yes, we have, goes to this place. So it prints me test1 from class F. Got it right? Then demo1 dot I goes to the demo1, I value is what? 20. Demo1 dot J value is what? In the demo1 is 40.
40.
Then I'm creating an object for the F class. Reference also is F class. So creating an object for the F class, obj1. Okay. So now what are the members will be loaded here? Again, the members from the F class, integer j equal to 50, test1, static int I equal to 20. So all these members will be loaded here. Okay. It's been loaded here. Then next, what will happen right now for me? So J system.out.println J. So now test1 method, from where it has been called? From obj1. So here do we have J variable? Yes, that is 50. Now it's clear, Shailaja and Dev?
I am.
Good. obj1.j goes to obj1, J value is what? 50. Then demo1.j goes to the demo1, what is the J value? That is 40. Okay. So then next actually what? Control comes to the place wherever it is called, that is here. Then obj1.test2. So goes to the obj1, test2 method is there. Yes, comes from where? F class. So in the F class, it just prints test2 from class F. Okay. Then after that, the yes, just give me a minute.
Yeah.
So then the return type is an integer. So it returns 10. 10 where? To this place. Got it? But are we printing or we capturing any variable? No, it comes, but we are not utilizing it. Good. Yeah. Yes, Dave.
Yeah, okay. So what is the use of the second one then, second object? So the second object, like
No, we are not utilizing it. So the thing is, if you give the same object name, so just for a confusion, I created it for you guys.
So now in that in down,
We are not utilizing it.
so object1.j, that means to go to the other one, right?
Hey, sorry. This obj1.j, it goes to this obj1, and then this j value 50 only it takes here. Correct.
Yeah. So,
not from this obj1. Yeah. Sorry.
Because
Yeah.
it's inside that method, right?
Yes. Correct. A good catch. Yeah.
Okay.
It takes from that object only, the obj1 only. So this j, for this, it takes from here. obj1.j, it takes from here. Correct. Okay, right?
Okay.
Then next. So I'm creating an object for the interface I1. Then we will see whether it works. So I'm creating an object for the interface 1, obj2 equal to interface 1. So that is, I'm creating an object for this class. So obj2.j, what will happen? That will print me 30. obj1.i, will these members can be accessed here? No. Can you see? I'm creating an object for which one? This interface 1. obj2.j is what? 30. Then after that, obj1.i. So these things we'll see what's going to be there. Okay, so we'll come here. So I'm creating an object for this interface obj2. So is this interface extending to anything? No. So the only one property what is there means it's the J member alone. Then after that my main function will be loaded. Apart from that nothing. So obj2.j goes to obj2, j value is what? 30. Only 30 will be printed for it. Then obj1.I. So here we have created an object, right? So for that I value is what? All those things it will be printed. So I'm gonna go there. Okay, goes to obj1. What is the I value right now? That is 20. 20 will be printed. Then obj1.j goes to obj1j, j value is 50. Then after that demo1.I goes to the demo1, I value variable value
20.
20.
20.
Then demo1.j is 40.
40.
Then finally program ends. Got it, right? Same thing, we will be getting it over here. Understood, guys? Any questions for anyone on interface and then the execution part? Everyone clear?
Yeah.
Good. So let me take this program and put it over there. So we have done with actually what the interface. So the next topic we will see. So we have done with the interface. So next we are going to start with actually what? The collection arrays. Okay. So collection arrays, no, we will start with the exception handling. Today we will finish with the exception handling. So we'll have a short break again, a 5 minutes break. Then after that we'll go with the exception handling. Okay, cool guys. A 5 minutes break, then we will again connect. Thank you. Yes. So we'll continue. So we're going to start with the exception handling here. So okay. So exception handling. What is this exception handling means? So simple. Right now, I have actually what? So here I have a class. So integer I is equal to 0. Or I'll just make it like this. So program starts. Here I'm going to have integer I is equal to 10 divided by 0. Okay, so 10 divided by 0 will give me infinity, correct? 10 divided by 0 will give me infinity. So what is the output if I run the program? It gives me an exception. So program starts, after that it throws me an exception here. So what does that means? That is arithmetic exception. Anything that we are going to do a multiplication or a division, and then based on that if you are going to get some error, that will be arithmetic exception. Okay, so here AND exception, and then it will be on the 7th line. It's saying, got it? Remaining lines of the program are not been executed. So this is an error. What type of error? It's called as a abnormal condition. This is called as a abnormal condition. So we need to handle this errors. Okay, how to handle this errors? So simple. What type of exception we got? It's a arithmetic exception, correct? So I can handle them with the help of a try catch block. So how? So simple. The place where we are getting error is this place. Try. I will close it. Okay, so a try block, then catch arithmetic exception if I'm capturing that exception in an argument. Then if I want, I can print that exception. See, now when I run the program, what will happen means, this is the place an abnormal condition is going to happen. This will be handled by the try catch block. So when the error is there, it will be handled here. Then it comes to the catch block, which is the error. So here I will give again. Let me first execute it. Then after that, I'll show you again. Right click, run as Java application. Program starts Java lang arithmetic exception by 0. That is, it's not throwing error. It's displaying me the issue. Okay, so that is, it's not stopping the program, it's continuing the program there. Okay, that's what's doing. See, CISO entering try. This is exit try. So entering try, then integer equal to 10 divided by 0. So it's going to divide the information, and finally exit try. So right click, run as Java application. So program starts entering try. Then after that, here the error is there. After the error is there, what will happen? It will not execute the remaining lines of the try block. It goes to the catch block. What is the exception? Arithmetic exception. Then the error is being captured in the E argument. Okay, in the E variable over there. Then after that, I'm trying to print it E. So that is what is printed here. Finally comes out of the catch block. Remaining lines are executed. Program ends. Okay, exception handling means that is whenever there is an error in the program, I need to actually what? Handle the exception and then run the remaining lines of the program. Capture the error and then run the remaining lines of the program. That's what here. Understood? Everyone understood what is exception handling? whenever we have a error in the program, need to handle the exception and continue the remaining lines of program. That's it. Clear? Everyone clear?
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
So now next. So whenever we execute the program, we got the error as arithmetic exception. What are the different types of exception we have here? See here. So throwable is the supermost exception for all the classes in Java. Okay. So the supermost exception class. Okay. Throwable is a class which is a parent, super parent for all the exceptions and error related classes. Okay. So here there are two subclasses, error and exception. Okay. Error always talks about actually what? The memory related issues. Okay. Stack overflow error, out of memory error. That is whenever I'm running a program. So in my system, I don't have actually what? Any memory space. Okay. So that time it will give me out of memory error. Now, do I need to handle the error or not? So whenever if I want to handle the error, that means what I need to do, I need to actually what? Delete some files in my system. Then only I can handle it. Correct? So that is actually what it's safer only when you're very sure that actually what to handle. Otherwise, make sure you don't handle those exceptions. Okay. When you're sure that actually what files to be deleted, you can handle it. Otherwise, make sure you don't handle those type of exception. Usually in our automation level, we don't handle those type of exceptions. Okay. That is it. The next exception. So here is the super class. So that has lot of subclasses. In that only is our arithmetic exception. Okay. So for that arithmetic exception, class cast exception, null pointer exception, number format exception. So these are all the child classes. Okay. Any exceptions raised with during the actually some calculation, it is arithmetic exception. Okay. So class cast exception. I am actually trying to actually do an inheritance. Okay. For a child class. Usually inheritance can be done for the parent level classes. So I am trying to do the casting and then do the exception over there. That time when it throws an error, that is class cast exception. Next, null pointer exception. So that is I'm trying to store a null value into an integer variable or any other wrong data type. Gives me null pointer exception. Number format exception. Okay, so that is I'm trying to store a number. What is it? For example, an integer variable is there. I'm trying to store a string variable. It throws me number format exception because it's not a string. Same like that, class not found. I'm trying to actually jump from one file to another file. Okay, so that is I'm executing one class file. With that class file, I'm going to jump to the another class file, but the class is not present. Class not found exception. File not found exception. I'm trying to read and write from a file, but when I'm trying to locate the file is not present on the location. File not found exception. SQL exception, trying to connect to the database but unable to connect. SQL exception. IO exception, input output exception, trying to read and write from a file but unable to read and write. IO exception. Like that, we have different kinds of exceptions available. And then array index out of bound exception. So that is actually what I have only 4 memory location, but I'm trying to store the 5th index location. Throws array index out of bound exception. Like that, we have a lot of exception, but these are all regular exceptions which we'll be using. So these 4 exceptions are the subclasses of runtime error exception. Okay, that is these exception can be identified only during the runtime. During the execution time only I can identify. Those are all unchecked exception. These exception, class not found, file not found, or the child class exceptions of the exception class. Okay, so these things actually what are class not found, file not found, all those things are checked exception. That is, before execution of the program itself, my compiler will give an information you might get an exception for these type of reasons. So one I can handle with try catch block, another one we can handle with the help of throws keyword. Okay. Now I'll come here. Okay. So now I will just show some. So first the basics over there. So can anyone execute me right now?
Program starts.
Yes, program starts.
And I equal to 10. K equal to I by J.
So I is 10, J and
I
K
is
are 0.
Yeah. So it's a infinite value.
10 divided by 0 will give
Yeah.
an infinite value. So
Yeah.
that actually what is an abnormal condition for me.
So it will go to the catch statement. Catch
So what type of exception is this right now we saw, right?
arithmetic.
So in the catch block, do I have arithmetic exception?
No, it's a null pointer exception.
Correct. So now what will happen? For me, I'm trying to throw an arithmetic exception, but I don't have a catch block to handle that exception.
Arithmetic exception.
So now what will happen? It throws me an error and stop the program there itself. See, whenever we don't have the perfect catch block to handle the exception, it stops the program there itself. So I'll have one more catch block. I can have multiple catch blocks. Here I'll have arithmetic exception.
For the same try condition, we can have multiple catch statements.
Yes, correct. We can have multiple catch blocks.
Okay.
So now what will happen? It goes and identifies in the first catch block. Do we have arithmetic exception?
No.
No. Then it comes to the next catch block. Do we have arithmetic exception?
Yeah.
Yes. Then it will be handled here. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever we don't have the specific catch block, it throws the error. Only when we have the correct exception catch block, then only it will be handled. We can have a multiple catch block for a single run. Okay. Okay, good. So next will come. Let me close these unwanted things now. Next. Hey, hi Deb. Can you execute me this program?
Yeah. So, first is static k is equal to 1.
Yes.
Then publish static void system print program starts. So it starts when program starts.
Yes.
Try system inside try block. So it will print inside try block. Then
Yes.
k is equal to 10 by 10 abnormal condition.
Correct.
So
10 divided by 0.
The number arithmetic exception.
So
it will,
remaining lines of try block will be executed?
No.
No, correct.
It will directly go into arithmetic expression.
Correct. So this catch block is a class exception.
Class, it won't check that.
Yes.
It go to the arithmetic expression. There it is system print inside arithmetic expression block. So it will print that.
Correct.
And also the export, which is the arithmetic expression that variable. So it will print that arithmetic expression.
Correct. Then what is this exp.print stack trace? That is so simple. Now here I'm going to give. So before we executed this, so here it's executing the program. I am not capturing actually what the error. So I'm giving e.print stack trace. So e is what? The place where my error has been captured. E.print stack trace. Name itself says print stack trace. That means it's going to print me the error information. See now, it prints me the complete error. Arithmetic exception divided by 0 is the error. And then where in the line number 10, it gives me the information. Clear?
Yeah.
Super. Then next. Yes. Then it prints the error here.
Then it will go down. That is k. So
Correct.
k is equal to 1,
Correct.
and
So K
then
is one value because here exception arised, so nothing will be stored here. So the initial value is what? 1. That will be there.
okay. Can you tell me again the print stack is? I just need that.
So print stack trace, what it will do means so simple. Print stack trace means it will print the complete error information. See now, complete error information. The same thing if I just give only system.out.println E. Now what will happen? It will not print me this line. In which line number the error, it will not be printed. It will just print me arithmetic exception divided by 0. That information alone it will print me.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
So print stack trace help me to actually what? Give complete error stack. That's the main thing.
Got it.
Okay, cool. So then here
Then
I'm printing the K value that is
which is
1.
1.
Exception handling dot sample. Print me sample method. The K value is 1.
1. Sample method, so k is equal to 1, then program ends.
Program ends. That's it. Got it?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Good. Next. Hey, hi. Shailaja, can you explain me this?
Yeah, the program starts
Yes.
and string str equal to 100.
Yes.
So integer or string you are converting into integer value.
Correct. So this double quotes will be removed and then the remaining value is what? 100. That
100,
I can store it in X variable?
X variable, yeah.
An integer. Yes, that is possible.
Yeah. And then system out print 100 into X value.
100 into 100, that prints
100, yeah, 1000.
yes, 10,000.
Yeah. Then try string to equal to hello. Then integer, again you are converting string to hello to integer value of y.
Yeah.
Which is not
Super. That is not possible because
possible, yeah.
only a number can be stored into an integer.
Yeah.
So number format exception will be executed.
Yeah. So try, it will come out.
So here for this try, we have a catch block here. Arithmetic exception. But what type of exception raised is? Number format exception.
Yeah, number format exception.
But do we have the catch block number format here?
No, it is not a number format.
Correct. Next we have another catch block is throwable.
Throwable.
What does this throwable means? So this is the place number format exception. So the throwable is actually what if you see from here to runtime error exception to throwable. Throwable is the supermost class for this number format exception. If we don't have the perfect exception, that exception can be handled by the parent or the super parent exception also. Okay. Inside throwable catch block.
Yeah. Then again print the exception value.
Yes. Then program ends.
Yeah.
See number format exception. Got it?
Yeah.
Next, I will have again one more catch block here.
We cannot give number format, right? Because it doesn't exactly match, right?
No, we can give number format. If you see number format exception.
Instead of throwable also I can use here number format, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
But the thing is, if you don't have actually what the child exceptions, it will go to the parent and then that will be executed.
Okay. So throwable is the parent. So
correct. So now the thing is, inside number format exception catch block, then I'm printing it. So before throwable, I have kept. Now we'll see. Right click, run as Java. So which exception will be executed? Before throwable, that exception executed. Correct? See, now inside number format exception catch block. then I'm printing that exception. Understood?
Yeah.
So that is when we have the child takes the priority. When the child is not there, then only the parent will take the highest priority. Okay. So if we don't have that catch block of the throwable also, now what will happen?
It just throws error.
Correct. It throws an error. Got it?
Yeah.
And can I have actually what this number format exception catch block is there, right? After the throwable catch block, can we have it?
No.
No. It throws an error. Why?
It's a child. It's a child. Except.
Correct. First child exceptions, then only the parent exceptions can be written. After the parent catch block, the child cannot be written here. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Good. Good, Shelja. Dev, can you execute this? Guys, everyone, you guys are understanding, right? I'm not going fast, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Shelja, for you?
No, it's fine.
Super, great. Yeah, yes, Dev. Now, can you execute me this?
Yeah. So exception handling 4, a policy requirement, system prints, program starts. Integer I is equal to 10, j is equal to 5. Try. System of entering outer try block. Okay.
Yes.
Then j is equal to 4 by 0. This is abnormal condition.
Yes.
So it will go to the catch block.
So there is a try block. Inside the try block, there is another try block here. So the remaining lines of these try block will not be executed. All these things. Okay. So for this try block only, we have these catch blocks. Correct?
Yeah.
So this try closes here. So this try, there is one catch block, and then system out.println. This is a try. So what type of exception we got here? 4 divided by 0 is a
this is arithmetic expression.
Arithmetic exception. So after this try, number format exception is a arithmetic exception. Will this be executed?
Yes.
Yes, this will be executed, and then I value, j value, and program ends.
So the inner one will not be performed. Right?
Correct. See. Program starts, entering outer try, arithmetic exception divided by 0 inside arithmetic exception catch block. Got it?
Yeah.
Super. Then next, now I'm giving 4 divided by 2. Now is there any abnormal condition here?
No.
No. Now can you execute me?
It will go to the inner try block.
Super. Yes.
Inner try block, then it will go to y is equal to integer with %100, which is fine actually.
So here there is no error in outer try or inner try.
Right.
Will these catch block will be executed? No. Only when there is a error, then only the catch blocks will be executed. Otherwise, only the try block under the normal program will be executed. See now. First program starts, then entering outer try, then comes to this try block, entering inner try, see here. Then after that, I'm converting this 100 to an integer, 10 divided by 10 is 1, then entering inner try. Okay, exiting inner try. Exiting inner try, then the catch block will not be executed. Now exiting outer try. Then after the these catch block will not be executed, print me I value, j value, then finally program ends. Got it right?
Yeah.
Good. So next. The next here. Program starts, I value, j value, and then k value. Then my try block. So what it will be printed? Good day. Thanks, man. Shalja, can you execute me this?
Yeah, it will print inside try block, first try.
Yes.
Then it will try to convert that string value to the integer.
Yes.
Which is
Number format exception.
Yeah, number format exception. So
yes.
Again, k is equal to I by 10. So 10
will it be executed? Once
This
we
will
get
not be
it,
executed. Yeah.
correct. Now what
Since
happens?
ending error, it comes to an arithmetic exception.
Will this be executed? What the error we got is number format.
So it doesn't execute this also. And
Correct. And
finally, finally block inside and program ends.
correct. Now we have an extra new thing called finally. So this is a block. Okay. Finally block will be executed any point of time. Okay. See, now there is a error in the program, but we don't have the specific catch block. But then also finally block will be executed, but remaining lines will not be executed. See, program starts inside try block, then we got the error, but for that handling the catch blocks are not there. Then finally block will be executed. So program stops in this place, in the 12th line. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm trying to handle it. So now I have another catch block, which is
Number format. Number
format exception.
Yeah.
So now what will happen?
It
Inside
will, yeah,
arithmetic.
go to number format exception and inside catch block.
Yes. So now inside try block.
Yeah.
Now we got the abnormal condition, which is a number format exception.
Yeah.
Goes to the inside number format exception catch block. Then finally block inside. Then program ends.
Yes. Yeah.
Now also finally block is executed.
Yeah.
Okay. So then now there is no error in the program. Okay. So 100 will be converted here. I divided by 10. So I is what? 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1.
Yeah.
Try block.
And try block. Yeah.
Will it go to the catch block?
No.
No. Will it go to the finally block? Yes.
Yeah, finally, yes.
Finally block will be executed at any point of time.
Yeah, it's like end statement.
Okay. So finally block inside and remaining lines will be program ends.
Is it necessary to give this finally even or what actually the basic?
Good question. So there will be some set of mandatory statements that it needs to be executed at any point of time. So those things we will have it under the finally block. So usually what will happen? So we testers, we don't use finally block, but the developers, right? So if it's a finance-based application, that connection to the database to be disconnected, that they will put it over there in the finally block. Because any problem appears also, always for me, that finally block should be executed. Then it should disconnect actually what? The database connection. If it goes properly also, database should be disconnected. If I'm handling the exception also, database should be disconnected. Any point of time, the database should be disconnected. So we will have it under the finally block. Got it? That answers your question?
Yeah, it's like whether error comes or error doesn't come, this block should be executed to make sure that this is working, right? What is the condition to check for this?
Correct. Any point of time that should be executed. That's the main thing. Okay, cool, super. So next. So next, hey, hi, Dev, can you execute me this?
Okay, so it will you will try 10 by 0, which is abnormal condition.
Yes.
So it will be arithmetic exception, which is not there.
Correct. So we have a catch block here, but that catch block is actually what right now for me is a number format exception. So that will not be executed. Then finally block, will it be executed?
No, because you stop right there, right?
No, finally block, why we use means any point of time that set of statement that need to be executed. If there is a error in the program or there is no error in the program or we are handling the exception, any point of time finally block should be executed. So that's why we will have that. See now. Inside first finally block. Only that has been executed. Why means here there is an error. The remaining lines of the program, nothing will be executed. Only the finally block will be executed.
Yes.
Got it?
Yeah, got
So,
it. Then we go to the next one.
so here the thing is, next one more try block is there, and then for that finally is there, but that is not executed. Why? Only if the try this has been executed, only for that try the finally block will be executed. Only if the first try block has been executed. For that, this finally block is executed. The second try has not executed only. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why that has not been there. Next, I have given 10 divided by 10. So there is no error in the program, but even though finally block will be executed.
Executed.
Next year, 10 divided by 10.
10.
Here also actually what? No error in the program, finally block will be executed.
Executed. Yes.
That is only when it goes to the try block, then only the finally block of that try will be executed.
Executed.
Got it right?
Yeah.
And can I have any statements in between the try and the catch block? So, you see, in between the try and the catch, we cannot have any statements.
Yeah.
Same thing after the catch block to the finally. Can we have any statements? No.
No.
So that is, there should not be any statements in between the try, catch, or finally. And then finally block, can I give it without a catch block?
No.
No. Yes, we can. But can we give the finally block in between the try and catch?
No.
No. Got it right? And then we cannot have a finally block without a try block. Got it right? These are the different things. Understood? Any questions for anyone? You guys are getting right? No confusion, right?
And if any time if first try fails, it will never go to next try, right?
Yes. Once this try block has been failed, and then no catch block matching to that is there, means the remaining lines continuously will not be executed, even if it is a try block also. Okay, right? Then the last one related to the parent. So I want both of you to be checking it. Okay. So first I'll ask, Shailaja, can you execute me this?
Yeah, first program starts.
Yeah.
Then I equal 10, j equal to 0, try will come and entering try block will print.
Yeah.
And 10, 0 is abnormal condition.
What type of exception?
Yeah, it will go to the catch.
Arithmetic exception.
Arithmetic exception, yeah. But it's not finding any arithmetic exceptions.
Yes.
So it will just come out and try to check for finally.
No. The thing is, it checks for the parent level exception. Arithmetic exception is not there. Who is the parent?
Runtime.
Runtime error. So is runtime error exception is there?
Yeah. It will that inside runtime exception catch block.
Yes, that will be.
And then I and J.
Yeah, I and J value program. So runtime error exception catch block is executed. Yeah. Now I don't have the runtime exception catch block. Now I don't have runtime. Who is the next parent?
Exception.
Exception. So do we have exception here?
Yes.
Yes. Will it be handled?
Yeah.
Yes.
It will give inside exception catch block.
Yes. Now I don't have exception. I have throwable.
Throwable. Yeah. It will execute.
Can it be handled by throwable?
Yes. Inside throwable exception.
Yes. Okay. Now I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Now what will happen?
It will just display that error till that error.
That is, it will throw the error and stop the program there.
Yeah. Stop the
place itself. Yeah. Got it right?
Yeah.
Got it, guys? Any question? This is about exception handling. So null pointer exception. So what is that? So str is equal to null. Str dot equals test. Okay. So system.out.println printed over. So right click, run as Java application. Null pointer exception. Okay. So what's happening over here means, okay. So I have a string variable which is null here. Okay. Then after that, the try. If str dot equals test, then it will be printed as printed. So right now, null is what here? It's actually what? Then it's like a kind of nothing information is there. So I'm having it over there. If str dot equals this one test. So
That is
null
good.
is equal to test over there? No, but it
No.
gives me null pointer exception over there. Okay. So here I'm printing the e variable. Okay. So instead of that, I will be printing. You will be understanding null pointer catch block, so that you will know that it is going inside the catch block. Got it? Same
Yes.
thing. In case if I have over here hello, now what will happen?
It will try to come in try catch string equals test.
Yeah.
Not equal to test. So it again.
So it will not print anything. If
Yeah.
str hello equals test, no, then now what will happen? Comes out of the try
Yeah.
block. There is no error in the program, and then no output also for
No
that.
output also. Yeah.
If this is also hello,
Yeah, it will pass. So printed will be there.
printed will be executed. That's it. Clear, right? Understood, guys? Any question for anyone on this? So this is about our exception handling. So next we will go for the package access modifier. So we'll have a short break again for 5 minutes. Then after that we will go. Okay. Cool, guys. Thank you.